I remember Andy's with Kron.
Yeah.
And Kron played the game because the rule set was basically, it wasn't submission only, but they favor submission attempts, right? They gave extra points, kind of like fight to win in a way.
Right. Yeah.
Which is cool because it was like the beginning of, jiu-jitsu should be about submission.
There was no prep for you. You just said, I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've done, you just go out there and you adjust, you figure it out, like maybe like a week or, something like that, a couple of weeks.
That's pretty
because I was always competing and stuff. I was competing a lot. Yeah, all around.
Wow. When you were getting into professional competition, did your parents ever say, like, what are you doing?
I mean, in the early days, it didn't make sense, right? Because, I mean, it was like the early UFC days, right, with Hoist Gracie. And, I mean, it didn't add up, right? Like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? I'm doing this jiu-jitsu thing. I come home with, like, all these red marks on my face. And, like, what are you doing, right? But then my mom saw the focus that it gave me and how it was making me a better person. And she's like, I like this. And actually what got her to finally buy in was watching the Hickson Gracie choke movie documentary.
You made her watch it?
I didn't make her watch it. I just like, you want to watch this? She's like, sure. And then she was in.
Wow.
She believed. Yeah, because they're all like educators, teachers, and so they wanted me to finish college and kind of go, make sure I get my education.
Yeah.
But instead of I was getting my education in a different way, I moved to Brazil and I, went all in with the jiu-jitsu game.
They saw it. Your approach was very methodical, pragmatic.
Yeah. She saw how I was so focused, right?
Yeah.
Like going on my own and going to Brazil, going to these tournaments, and she just, I think it's inspiring, even the people that were around me at those times, because I was a kid. I was a teenager, and all these guys were like older than me in their mid-20s, and it was cool because later on I was able to promote them to black belt. But in those early days, them watching me, just the motivation that it motivated them, and I needed them for training too.
Yeah.
So it brought out the best in them, and just passion, right?
Yeah.
And I think that was just so blessed, right, to be able to find something you're so passionate, it just makes you excited, And we were talking a little bit earlier, my daughter like doing wrestling, and I get so excited, just to watch her wrestle and to do her thing,
That's special.
Yeah, all my kids, like, they're in it,
They don't feel forced into it.
I've been very careful, never made it like forcing, but I if they commit, if they say they're going to do something, I make them do it. And I always got that commitment of 2 times a week, since they were little. And, of course, the kids, they try to get out of what coming in, coming in, showing up, right? But once they're here, they love it. They're laughing, they're smiling, they're having a blast, And you never, like, have you ever gone to a jiu-jitsu class? I mean, unless you get hurt or something, right? But you ever have gone in to train and be like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have gone in and trained today. Yeah. So, I just made them like the routine, right? And, very proud that they're all like blue belts. And my son is he comes and trains at noon when he's not injured from his electric bike,
He's not doing wheelies or jumping off.
No, but it's dangerous, man. Like curbs and just different things. Not just curbs, but like other drivers, cars. Not paying attention because those things go fast.